Hello, Storytime friends. How are you? Great to see you all again today. I'm here and we're going to read some stories about friendship and helping each other today to go along with our book that's for One Book for Colorado. So if you're excited to get started, let's start by doing it this song. We didn't sing this song last week, but the week before. Do you remember it? It goes, "If you're ready for a story, clap your hands." Do you remember that one? If so, stand up and let's do it together. Ready? If you're ready for a story, clap your hands. If you're ready for a story, if you're ready for a story, if you're ready for a story, clap your hands. All right, next we're gonna stomp our feet if we're ready for a story, right? Ready? If you're ready for a story, stomp your feet. If you're ready for a story, stomp your feet. If you're ready for a story, if you're ready for a story, if you're ready for a story, stomp your feet. Next, we're gonna turn around, so spin in a circle with me, okay? If you're ready for a story, turn around. If you're ready for a story, turn around. If you're ready for a story, if you're ready for a story, if you're ready for a story, turn around. Okay, friends, can anyone remind me what the last thing was that we do if we're ready for a story? That's right. If you're ready for a story, take a seat. If you're ready for a story, take a seat. If you're ready for a story, if you're ready for a story, if you're ready for a story, take a seat. Great job, friends. Good work, everyone. All right. Everyone seated and ready to go? All right, so like I mentioned today, we're going to read books about friendship and friends helping one another because that goes along with the theme for our book for One Book for Colorado. So this is the book that's One Book for Colorado. We won't be reading this one today, but a couple other people will be reading that one. And with these ones, you can pick them up either in English or in Espanol anytime from today until October 25th, okay? So these are free copies that you can grab and take home. I'll tell you more about those later. And every kid in Colorado 4 and under is reading those right now. So that is pretty fun. And in this story, what do you think this story is about, even though we're not reading this one? I can see someone, and it looks like she's making a fort, and then you can see some other people over there, right? And she's building a fort. So that's why I thought today we could read some stories about forts and friends helping each other make forts and other great things. So this is the first one we're going to read, and this is called "This is the Nest That Robin Built." Do you see Robin right there? All right. And this one is by Denise Fleming. There's her name up there. So this is the nest that Robin built with a little help from her friends. I see a squirrel. This is the squirrel who trimmed the twigs, not too big, that anchor the nest that Robin built. This is the dog who brought the string long and strong that wraps around the twigs, not too big, that anchor the nest that Robin built. What's this animal here? We've had a dog, we've had a squirrel, now we have a horse. That's right. This is the horse who shared his straw, rough and tough, that covers the string, long and strong, that wraps around the twigs, not too big, that anchor the nest that Robin built. What does a pig say? Oink, oink, oink. I wonder what Pig is going to do to help Robin. This is the pig who mixed the mud, soft, not soupy, that plasters the straw, rough and tough, that covers the string, long and strong, that wraps around the twigs, not too big, that anchor the nest that Robin built. Do you see a pattern with this book? Do you see something that keeps happening over and over? I think we keep reading the same lines, but we keep adding an animal that helps Robin out, right? And then the lines keep getting longer and longer with all of the things that each animal is doing to help. Now we have mouse. This is the mouse who gathered the weeds dotted with seeds that bind the mud, soft not soupy. There's the pig that plasters the straw, rough and tough. There's the horse that covers the string, long and strong. There's the dog that wraps around the twigs, not too big. There's the squirrel that anchored the nest that Robin built. Everyone is pitching in to help Robin build a nest, aren't they? This is the rabbit who picked the grass, fresh and sweet, that cushions the weeds, dotted with seeds, that binds the mud, soft, not soupy, that plasters the straw, rough and tough, that covers the string, long and strong, that wraps around the twigs, not too big, that anchor the nest that Robin built. Wow, look at those beautiful eggs. What color are those eggs? They're blue. And sometimes we say those eggs are Robin's eggs blue. It's such a beautiful, specific color that it has its own name. There's the eggs. What do you think are inside of the eggs? That's right. I think there's little baby robins in there. Let's find out. These are the eggs, brittle and blue, that lay on the grass, fresh and sweet, that cushions the weeds, dotted with seeds, that bind the mud, soft, not soupy, that plasters the straw, rough and tough, that covers the string, long and strong, that wraps around the twigs, not too big, that anchor the nest that Robin built. Let's see what comes out of those eggs. If you said there were little baby robins in there, you were right. These are the nestlings, tuft and pink, that cracked the eggs, brittle and blue, that lay on the grass, fresh and sweet, that cushions the weeds, dotted with seeds, that bind the mud, soft, not soupy, that plasters the straw, rough and tough, that covers the string, long and strong, that wraps around the twigs, not too big, that anchor the nest that Robin built. So many animals came together to help those little nestlings, didn't they? And this is the robin who built the nest. There's the mommy bird. Let's see what she did. Oh my goodness, she gets 3 whole pages. She's done so much. Anchored with twigs, not too big, plastered with mud, soft, not soupy, bound with weeds, dotted with seeds. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm reading it the wrong way. Let's try again. Anchored with twigs not too big, wrapped with string long and strong, covered with straw rough and tough, plastered with mud, soft not soupy, bound with weeds, dotted with seeds, cushioned with grass, fresh and sweet. There we go. And there's Robin who laid the eggs, brittle and blue, cracked by nestlings, tuft and pink. Oh my goodness, do you see all that? Here, let me put it in front of me so you can see all of the things that Robin did to build her nest. Every single one. So Robin did all of that work and got all those help from those animals, didn't she? What do you think's gonna happen now? What do you think's gonna happen with these little birds, these little nestlings? Now young fledglings, rumpled and ruffled and ready to fly. Think they're gonna fly out of the nest? Good. Bye. There they go. Go, little nestlings, go. And there's Robin, watching her little babies fly out of the nest. All of the animals had to work together to make all of those materials, and then Robin was able to build the nest out of them, huh? That was a great story. Did you enjoy that one? All right. Should we read another one? Yes? Okay, let's read one more. So that one was all about different animals that came together to help Robin out. And this time we're going to read about 2 friends that are making forts. Let's see if they help each other out or how they do this. Are they going to make their own forts or different forts? Let's find out, okay? This is my fort. And this is from the authors of The Day the Crayons Quit, which is Drew DeWalt and Oliver Talick. Oliver Talick illustrated it. And thank you to Scholastic for letting us read this one. All right. Hello, Cake. Hello, Monkey. What are you doing? I am making a fort. Wow, do you see Cake's fort over there with a chair? You're making a fort? Why are you making a fort? I am making a fort to keep out monkeys. No monkeys are allowed in my fort. So Cake says no monkeys allowed. What do you think Monkey thinks about that? He's a monkey, right? But I am a monkey. I know. How do you think Monkey feels that he can't come into Cake's fort? Sad, maybe? I think you're right. And I like forts. I know. Oh, poor monkey. I am a monkey and I want in the fort. I know. What do you think Cake is thinking? He's listening to Monkey, but he's just sitting in his fort on his own. I wonder why. Can I come into the fort? No, this is a no monkey fort. Only Cake is allowed in this fort. I am building this fort for no monkeys to be in it, just Cakes. Cake only wants Cakes in his fort, huh? Wow, look at that fort. It is pretty extravagant, isn't it? Are you done making your fort? I am done. I am done, and I am in my fort. What kind of items does Cake have in his fort? I see a chair, some books. What else do you see? All kinds of things in that fort. It's pretty extravagant, isn't it? Monkey says, good, then I am done too. What is Monkey done with? What are you done with? I am done making my fort. You don't have a fort, Monkey. Do you see a fort around Monkey? I don't see one either. I wonder what he's talking about. Yes, I do. I do have a fort. I see no fort. You are a fortless monkey. Where's Monkey's fort? I'm confused. So is Cake. He can't see it. I am a fortful monkey. My fort is the whole world except for your fort. See the wall? I do. It is the wall of my fort. There's the wall right there. The wall to your little fort is also the wall to my rest of the world fort. Oh no. So Monkey says the whole world besides Cake's fort is his fort. Who has a bigger fort right now? Cake's fort or the whole rest of the world with Monkey's fort? You're right. I think Monkey has a bigger fort. The whole world is much bigger than Cake's fort, isn't it? Oh yes, my fort is big. It is huge. It is the whole rest of the world, and your fort is small. How do you think Cake is feeling right now? He has his arms crossed, huh? Maybe he's feeling a little stubborn or grumpy. My fort is small. Your fort is a trap. Look how tiny Cake's fort looks now. especially compared to the rest of the world, huh? Oh no! Oh yes! Your fort is a cage. You are in a cage, Cake. A cake cage. Ha 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 ha. I don't want to be in a cage. I want to be free. Cake cage. That's a hard word. Can you say that? Cake is in a cage. A cake cage. Cake says, I want to be out of my fort and in your fort. What do you think? Is Monkey gonna let Cake in his fort? I don't know either. Let's find out. You cannot come into my fort. There are no cakes allowed. No cakes are allowed in your fort? No. Can I come out, please? Oh, Cake's stuck in his little fort now, isn't he? No, this is a no-cake fort. Only monkeys are allowed in this fort. I built this fort for no cakes to be in it, just monkeys. How do you think Cake is feeling now? Looks like Cake is crying, huh? I bet Cake is feeling sad, just like Monkey was feeling sad when Cake said he couldn't come in his fort. Now Monkey says you can't come into mine, and Cake is also feeling sad. Oh, this looks like a happier page. Just kidding, you can come out. This fort is for cakes and monkeys and everyone. Oh, thank goodness. The end. There they are together, in the fort together instead of apart. So what do you think Cake and Monkey learned about different forts and about letting people in or out? I think they learned that it's more fun to have friends together and to be together in a fort than to separate friends and be in different forts. Do you think so too? Yeah? All right, well, those were our two stories about friendship and about creating forts and different things together. And again, that's all because we're reading The Little Red Fort for One Book for Colorado. So again, if you want to get your copy in English or en Espanol, you can get them today through October 25th. All you have to do is call 719-562-5680 and say you want to reserve a copy of the One Book for Colorado. Again, this is free for kiddos 4 and under, so no need to bring it back to the library or anything like that. It is your own copy, all right? And there'll be lots of story times on the other channels, like the Rawlings channel, reading this book today if you're interested. All right. Thank you so much for reading with me today. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you pick up a copy of The Little Red Fort and we read that all together as well, okay? I will see you next week. Take care, friends.